So polymorphism or overriding is a really useful skill, to be honest, where it's all to do with inheritance. So what we've got here on the left is we've got our parent class, which is pet. So you should have seen this in the inheritance video before. So it's a simple class, name and color. I've got a feed and I've got a fuss. It might be slightly different now, but I've got two methods. I've then got a dog class, but notice I've got a bark method, but I've also got a fuss method. Now, when you've got a method in a child class, because a child's inheriting everything from the parent, if you've got a method with the same name as one in your sort of parent class, you will overwrite. So for a dog, if you do put fuss, will do this bit of code. All right. If you had a different object that hadn't got a method called fuss, then it would do that because it would inherit that one. But because I've created my own one called fuss, this overwrites for the dogs that sort of inherited method there. So again, we've got cat down here, and again, the cat, I need to say she, I don't know why, but the cat is got a fuss method that is going to overwrite the one that's inherited from pet. Okay, and this is known as overriding. It's also known as polymorphism, which is a geeky word for sort of changing objects, so manipulating objects. So what we've got here, we've got a dog and a cat, and I'm going to fuss Fido and fuss Barry, and I'll feed just to show it's inherited as well. So if I run it, you can see we'll start the first one, Fido.fuss. So Fido is a dog. So dog.fuss should do this one, which it does. Look, wag, 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 Fido is a good dog. Wag, 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 Fido is a good dog. So it's not done the inherited one, it's done the one that's been overridden. And then I do Fido.feed. So Fido.feed, I haven't overwritten it because it's the one that's inherited, but I haven't got one myself. So you should do this one. You have fed Fido, you are a good owner. You have fed Fido, you a good owner. I do need to change that English. And then finally, Barry, which is my cat. If we fuss Barry, it says purr, Barry loves fuss, because that's the one that's overridden the one that was inherited. All right, if I delete this one, just to show you it working. So the dog will now inherit this one, even though the cat's is different. So the dogs, now when I run it, you can just see it just says you fuss your pet, because it hasn't overridden it. Then it does you have fed Fido, you're a good owner for feed, and purr, Barry loves fuss. All right, so if you've got a method that has the same name as one you've inherited, the child class will override the parents class, also known as polymorphism. All right, which is when you, by using subclasses, you can have methods of the same name but have different behaviors. That's polymorphism.